In a small, quiet town nestled between shadowy woods and rolling hills, there lived a boy named Theo. Theo was an ordinary kid by all accounts. Curious, a bit shy, and often seen with his nose in books. But he had always felt something was missing. A sense of adventure or mystery, perhaps. It was one foggy autumn afternoon, while wandering through the woods on the edge of town, that he stumbled upon it. A dilapidated stone building, half covered in vines, hidden behind a thick wall of brambles. The door was slightly ajar, inviting yet foreboding. Theo felt a strange pull to step inside, and as he did, a thick scent of old parchment and dust filled his senses. He found himself in a dimly lit library with shelves stretching as far as he could see, each filled with ancient, crumbling books. Some were bound in leather, others in strange materials he couldn't recognize, and all of them emanated an eerie warmth. At the center of the room was a grand table, upon which lay an open book. Curious, Theo approached the table and read the book's title aloud, The Library of Forgotten Spells. As he uttered the words, a sudden shiver ran down his spine, and he felt a strange energy fill the room. Hesitantly, he began to read, learning about spells long lost to time, spells that had been forgotten by the world. The first spell he tried was simple, Lumina, a light spell. As he whispered the words, a warm, gentle glow formed in his palm, illuminating the room. Thrilled by his newfound power, Theo eagerly turned to another page and tried the next spell, one that allowed him to move small objects without touching them. With each spell, he felt a rush of excitement and power, but a peculiar side effect began to surface. The first time he noticed it was subtle. He'd returned home, eager to tell his mother about his incredible discovery, only to find her acting oddly. She seemed to look past him, struggling to remember something. When he asked her about it, she shook her head, laughing it off as a simple lapse in memory. But Theo couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. The more spells he learned, the more frequent these lapses became. Not just with his mother, but with his friends and even his teacher. Each time he cast a spell, someone he loved would lose a memory, a small piece of who they were. His best friend Leo forgot the summer they'd spent building forts by the river. His sister forgot their favorite game. Bit by bit, they all started to forget him. Haunted, Theo returned to the library, determined to find a way to undo the magic. He pored over every book, desperately seeking a spell to reverse the effects, but the more he searched, the darker the spells became. He realized then the truth. Magic always came with a cost. The library was cursed, and every spell bound him further to its dark magic, slowly erasing him from the memories of those he loved. In the final hour of his search, he found one last spell, Oblivionis Terminum, the spell of forgetting. It was a spell that would erase the library and all its magic from existence, breaking its curse, but it would also erase all memories of his magic and his time there. He would forget everything he'd learned, every spell cast, every page read. It was the only way to protect his loved ones. With a trembling hand, Theo cast the spell. In a blinding flash, the library vanished, leaving him standing alone in the woods as if it had never existed. A strange calm washed over him, and though he didn't remember why, he felt a sense of peace. When he returned home that evening, his mother greeted him with a warm smile, and his friends spoke to him like they always had. The memories returned, but he was left with an unexplainable feeling of having lost something precious, a dream fading with the dawn. And in the quiet, forgotten corners of his mind, he could still feel the faintest trace of magic.